It's the biggest little countdown. All of our hurricanes.
There have been these hurricanes, as they're called, coming up from the Caribbean, as the Spanish have. And they come through here, uprooting trees that are centuries old, knocking over buildings and knocking chimneys down. And there has been flooding coming up into the Providence town and other settlements that are around here. We have seen the Indians greatly frightened by these storms as well, climbing up into trees to get away from the flood waters. So the storms have struck us badly. And it is a frightening occurrence because it is not at all like home in England. This is truly a new world.
Hurricanes are kind of like exciting, and because we haven't really seen. You love it, yeah. Weather.
Hurricanes, when I was little, hurricanes meant my cousin who lived in a mobile home would come over and sleep over, and she was about 10 years older than I am, and it was very cool because she brought like makeup, and that's what we did, and taping on the big X on the windows, and just hunkering down, and everybody was sort of riled, and my parents had alcohol. That was fun.
We had a lot of friends set up like command stations at their houses if they had electricity, like come charge your phone and your laptop and whatever. So
you could post about how you have no electricity and bitch about that.
We haven't seen a really bad hurricane. I mean, Sandy was pretty darn bad.
That wasn't as much fun. Wasn't as much fun.
I thought Sandy would be worse than it was, but Irene really hit me pretty bad. We had no electricity for a week, which now every time my lights flicker, I have a heart attack.
I remember Hurricane Carol. I was just a kid, and the thing I remember about it is it wasn't forecast. The thing that most strikes me is back then, the weather forecast thing was totally different, non-existent almost back then.
I worked closely with friends of mine. They own the Dorrance restaurant downtown, and there's a plaque on the wall, a little brass plaque that shows the water level where it was at the time. Because the Dorrance at the time back then was a Federal Reserve Bank, and it's scary when you realize that, and you see pictures. And, thankfully, we've just had nothing but nice, smooth weather the last few years.
Hold your applause.